First question for 5a, they ask you to show that the function has two vertical asymptotes. So if we look at our functions in chapter 5, we can show that the function has vertical asymptote by letting the denominator equal to 0. So x plus 1 multiply x minus 3 equal to square equal to 0. Why? Because the denominator cannot be 0 to so that the f will be defined. So if we get 0, it will be undefined, right? So we let equal to 0 for the denominator. So we get x equal to -1 and x also equal to 3. So both of these are the vertical asymptote. But the question asks you to show that. So how to show? We can apply the the limits concept. How to show the function has a vertical asymptote? To find the vertical asymptote, we show that when we find the limit of the function x over x plus 1, x minus 3 squared, as x approach the value x here, we will get either positive or negative infinity. So let's say from the left side, what do we get? So we just substitute the value, we get -1 all over -1 plus 1 x minus, not x, -1 minus 3 squared. So we get 0 here, but the 0 is from the left or from the right? So because -1 from the left, so -1, which is, let's say -1.1. So -1.1 plus 1 will be negative value. So the 0 is negative here. So we get, what do we get here? So because it's a negative value at the top, so negative value at the bottom, so positive infinity. And then, or you can also show that as the limit x of x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 squared as x approach to -1 from the right side. So what do we get? -1 divided by -1 plus 1, -1 minus 3 squared. So this is 0, but the 0 is, because it's -1, is from the right side. So let's say -0.9. So 1 minus 0.9 will be positive value. So this is 0, positive. So negative divided by positive will be negative infinity. So since the limit of x divided by x plus 1, x minus 3 squared, as x approach to -1, it's either positive or negative infinity, then we can conclude that x min equal to -1 is a vertical asymptote. Okay, so this is for the first value. So we do the same for the second value, which is the limit of x as, or divided by x plus 1, x minus 3 squared as x approach to 3 from the left side. So substitute the value, so we get 3 divided by 3 plus 1 and 3 minus 3 square. So because it's negative, so it will be 3 negative, so let's say 2.9. So it will be negative value, but 0 of negative. But because of the square, so it will be positive. So we get positive infinity. Or you can find when the x approach to 3 from the right side. Okay, so we get x plus 1, x minus 3 square. So 3 divided by 3 plus 1, it will be the same, 3 minus 3 square. And then because 3 is from the right side, so it will be 3.1. So this one will be 0 from the right side. So square will be positive, so it's still positive. So means that since the limit of x divided by x plus 1, x minus 3 squared as x approach to 3 is equal to positive infinity, then we can conclude that yes, x equal to 3 is a vertical asymptote. Okay, so this is for the first part of the questions. For the second questions, they ask you to find the limits at infinity. So how to find the limits at infinity? So it means that we want to find the limit of x divided by x plus 1, x minus 3 squared as x approach to infinity. Okay. So for the positive infinity, so what we can do here, first we can expand lah, because we just want to substitute that. So x divided by, so this one will be x squared minus 6x plus 9. So expand the denominator, so we get x divided by x cubed minus 6x square plus 1x square minus 5x square, and then plus 9x minus 6x, or plus 3x plus 9. X approach to positive infinity. So if we just substitute, we get for infinity over infinity, right? So what we need to do, we have to divide everything with the highest power of x in the denominator. So everything should be divided by x cubed. So x over x cubed divided by x cubed over x cubed minus 5x squared over x cubed plus 3x over x cubed plus 9 over x cubed. So what do we get? So this is equal to 1 over x squared. So this is 1. This is equal to x. This is equal to the power of 2. So if we substitute the value of infinity, what do we get? So we get 0 over 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So the answer is equal to 0. So this is as x approach to positive infinity. So now limit of x over x plus 1, x minus 3 square as x approach to negative infinity. So we set the value and we expand the same. So we get x over x cubed plus 5x squared plus 6x, plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. Okay, so the same as the left side, we have to divide everything with x cubed. So x cubed plus 5x squared over x cubed plus 3x over x cubed plus 9 over x cubed. Okay, this is equal to 1. This is equal to x. This is equal to x squared. So this is 1 over x squared. So if we sub x equal to negative infinity, so we still get 0 over 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So the answer is still 0. Okay, now we have found the limits at infinity. Then the next question is deduce the equation of horizontal asymptote. So what we can deduce from the limit at infinity, so it means that the value of y equal to 0 is the horizontal asymptote, because the limit at infinity is defining the horizontal asymptote.